How's the offseason been?
Off-season's been great. It's been really good. It's nice to recharge the batteries, nice to kind of reset, nice to spend some more time with your family and like I said, kind of recalibrate everything. Makes you miss hockey a little bit, so extra exciting to get back on the ice.
It seems like you've had your work cut out for you here with this camp. Handful of guys that you're familiar with and everything, but looking at the three that have been around connected to San Diego, have you seen them kind of groove along? Just look at Tomas Sakanik first, coming off the injury and now out here trying to work his way back in the lineup.
Yeah, Suki's had a whole year off. It was this time last year he got injured. It was super unfortunate, and we missed Suki last year. So although he's been off and away from the game on the ice, we've seen quite a bit of him off ice, and he's put a lot of work in. And my favorite part about Suki right now is he's come back with a fresh mind, and he's no further behind. In fact, he might be ahead of where he was based on the fact he's trained deficits he had and deficiencies. And so it's really exciting for a guy like that who's fresh and he's ready to go. And maybe the grind of the hockey season catches up to a guy, and you only have to be away for a little while like that to really reignite that fire. So I can see it in his eyes. I can see the determination, which is it's bad for the rest of the league if Tomas Sukanik's motivated to play.
And a couple other pieces, I mean, with Damian Clara, who came in at the end of last year, and Vyacheslav Buteyets, who had his first year in North America. Have you seen those guys kind of grow when you just kind of reevaluate coming into this development camp?
Yeah, starting with Damian, we only got a little taste of him at the end of last year, and he came in, and there was a lot going on, and it was only supposed to be to help prep him for World Championships, and sure enough, he got into a game. But I think Damian's game is so effective when he's simple, and he's worked on simplifying his game and growing into his body and growing into his mind, and now I feel like pieces are starting to come together for him, and he's less busy. He's more square in the net. He's taking up more net, and when you're 6'7", that helps, right? So I think Damian's less is more, and we're going to continue to preach that with him. He's an athlete. He's big. He's got all the tools. We just got to keep putting him in the middle of the net. So really excited with him, and then Slava, and Slava's I've seen much more of him, and obviously bringing him over to North America last year. We knew that would help his game and start to adjust him to the North American game, and he had a great first year. What he did for Tulsa in the playoffs and going on a run was huge for those guys, and it's not going unnoticed. So we're excited to see Slava take that next step now, and I think that next step for him is establish himself as a full-time AHL goaltender, and he needs to realize that in order to continue to progress, he needs to take that step, and he's shown at camp that he's ready to do that.
What do these camps do for you as in the coaching staff as you prepare for next season? I know it's development, but you've seen a lot of these guys that are moving into the pro ranks already or have been in the pro ranks already, but is this more of a check-in, or what kind of tools are you giving them to take back for the next 2 months before you're ready for training camp?
Yeah, we tell them it's a check-in, but they're definitely, we'd be lying to you if we said we always want to see where they're at, and we don't want to evaluate, but you want to know where we left them and where they're at now and where they're going. So my job I always fight with is try not to ever overcoach and try not to send them home with too many things. So we want to give them some tools, give them a few resources to head home with, and then let the players take some ownership and go home and really have a good couple months here before the training camp starts, and when we really do evaluate them, and we're playing for keeps. But right now they can come in and you get the dressing room, the environment, you get to wear the logo, and then now you get to take that home and train for a couple months and really put your nose down, and if you come back a better version of yourself, you set yourself up for success.